Hello, everybody, and welcome to 5-Minute Stories. My name is Miss Ashley. I am the youth librarian at the Port Charlotte Public Library. This summer, we are reading around the world with our theme, All Together Now, because all together now, we make a beautiful world. So if you travel around the world, you'll find that all the different countries have their own stories that they tell to explain why certain landforms look the way they do and certain animals look and behave the way they do. And this story comes from Africa, and it's called How the Crocodile Got His Bumpy Skin. And it goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a beautiful creature, golden white and beautiful, soft-skinned, and he was called Crocodile. He didn't look like the crocodiles that we have today. He had the softest, most satiny skin. When you touched it, it felt like you were holding a baby. It was so soft. And he was more of a nocturnal animal. Do you know what nocturnal means? It means he comes out at night, yes. And so every single day, he would spend his days underneath the waters in the rivers, sleeping away, enjoying himself. And then at night, he would come up out of the waters onto the shores to bask in the moonlight. And basking in the moonlight like that gave him his beautiful golden white skin. And all of the animals who came out at night would see him and they'd say, "Oh, Crocodile, you have the most beautiful skin." And he would say, "Well, thank you very much." He was very proud of it. And one night, they had an elephant come to visit them. And the elephant said, "Oh my, what a strange creature you are. What a beautiful creature you are. I wish I could see you during the day." And he wandered away. And Crocodile thought to himself, "Yes, why don't I go out in the middle of the day? More animals will see my beauty when I'm out in the middle of the day." So the next day, Crocodile gathered up his courage and he popped up out of the water and slunk onto the land where all of the antelope and the monkeys and the zebras were getting some water. And the first thing they thought was, "Oh no, look at those sharp teeth, it's going to eat us." But Crocodile said, "Oh no, I am a friendly sort of creature. I'm just here to share my beauty with you." And the animals were awestruck. That means their mouths were, they were so surprised to see him, and they loved to see his beautiful skin. The monkey said, "Can we touch your skin?" And he said, "Sure you can." So they would pet his skin, and the crocodile thought that that felt very nice. And he stayed there all day, letting them pet his skin and look at him and tell him how beautiful he was. And then when night came, he went back into the water because he was very tired staying up all day, and he took a nap. Now, a few days went on like this. He really loved basking in the sunlight and letting all the animals see his beautiful skin, until one day, something happened. When he crawled out of the water, he felt a little pinch on his back, and he said, "Ooh, that didn't feel very good." And he realized that his skin was starting to turn pink. Why would his skin turn pink? Oh, yes, that hot African sun is just beaming down on his skin, and it's burning him. Oh, so he went back into the water and waited to come out at night so he could bask in the moonlight. But then that same elephant came by and he said, "Oh, there you are. I didn't see you today." And the crocodile said, "Yes, I need to be careful. The sun is very powerful and it can hurt my beautiful skin." And the elephant said, "Oh, well, if you just stay out a couple of minutes per day, that should be fine." And the crocodile thought, yes, that sounded very wise. And so the next day, Crocodile crawled out of the water to let them admire his beautiful skin. And he did that day after day after day, just a little bit at a time, until he realized that the animals didn't seem to like to see his skin anymore. They said, "Oh, yes, well, we've seen your skin. It's very nice. Actually, it's starting to change a little bit." And he started to realize that his skin was turning a dull, dull brown. And it was getting bumpier and bumpier. It didn't feel very nice to the touch anymore, until one day he looked into the waters and he saw himself reflected back. He didn't see that beautiful golden creature anymore. He saw that bubbly skin with the brown and green, and he said, "Oh my goodness, I'm hideous." And he dove back into the waters, and he didn't come out again. And that's why we see our grumpy crocodiles slinking around in the water, and they don't want to come up on land when anyone else is around because they're ashamed of their bumpy skin. Isn't that a silly story? It just shows you that you shouldn't be too prideful, and you should always be careful of the sun. See you next time.